On paper, it is just another arms deal, not much different than other arms deals between two countries, but on the surface, it is almost a declaration of independence coming out of Paris.
We must, as Europeans, take responsibility for our protection. This is not an alternative to our partnership with the United States. It is taking on the European defense pillar within the framework of NATO. It is drawing consequences for ourselves that we're being asked to take on more responsibility for our own protection.
The deal involves 3 warships to be sold from France to Greece, with a Greek option to acquire a 4th warship said to be worth some 5 billion euros. Money is of course a big issue, but there is much more to it. This announcement came just days after Australia announced it will be acquiring American submarines, cancelling a previous major deal it had with France. For President Emmanuel Macron, this was a sign that traditional alliances are changing, and the French role in Europe should change accordingly.
The United States of America is a great historical ally and will remain so, but we must see that for a little more than 10 years now, the United States have been focusing a lot on themselves and have strategic interests that are reoriented towards China and the Pacific. We would be naive or making a terrible mistake if we do not draw consequences from that.
The same rhetoric comes not only from Paris but also from Athens, where the understanding is that its own defense will come only from European allies and not from those further away.
Europe has its obligation to have the capability to defend its own interests. It can only be done if Europe develops the capability to operate without anticipating the contribution of NATO or the United Nations.
Another brick is falling off from the NATO wall. Another one will fall when Turkey will react to the Greek-French deal. Ankara is reportedly set to buy a second batch of the Russian S-400 anti-missile defense system, a deal which might be signed as early as Wednesday in a meeting between Presidents Putin and Erdogan. The Turks know very well it will draw anger in Washington, but they also heard the comments from Macron and are well aware that the US is mostly looking elsewhere.